Thank you for clicking on this video. And I think like FaceTime's the charm now. I don't even know. For some reason these days, every time I sit down to record, I really struggle with the intros. I don't know why. Anyway, so as you can see from the title of this video, I wanted to talk about furries today. I do have a few furry avatars. Maybe I'll insert some pictures right here. I have a cat one. I also have a werewolf that I occasionally use whenever I want to go to certain kinds of roleplay sims. I also have a pony. That one's mostly just for fun. I don't really use that one for roleplay purposes. And I thought it would be a good idea to do a thoughts from the couch on furries in Second Life. So, in case you don't know, furries is a thing. They do have them in real life. When I say furry, no, I don't mean your pet cat person. Sorry. Your actual pets. Like, I don't mean a real animal. When I say a furry, you know what? Let's go ahead and look that up together because I just realized I don't know the actual like definition of a furry. And I want to see. That was not helpful at all. It says consisting of or similar to fur. Covered with, wearing, or trimmed with fur. And I got that from just doing a DuckDuckGo search, and it says more at Wordnik. Anyway, so a furry is usually referring to someone who might wear a whole furry costume. You'll usually see them sometimes at like the pride parades or certain kinds of special events. I don't really know if I can say the word on YouTube, but maybe I'll put it on the screen. I don't know. And they also have furries in Second Life, but the furries in Second Life are a little different because you can have an avatar that might be a humanized like dog or a cat or pony, all types of interesting furry avatars. And this can go either way. This can go into the more adult stuff or it can go into more innocent. You really just want to be a furry, but you don't want any of the adult stuff. However, I feel like there's kind of a stigma with it. Like a lot of people associate the furry stuff with the adult stuff. And I'm going to be honest. I don't go deep into the furry world in Second Life because I mostly run around as a human, as you can see my avatar right now. But I know whenever I do run around on my furry avatar, I have to be very careful about where I go to. Even like casual hangout places. Some places are very adamant that they don't want furries running around. They only want you to be like human or look a certain way, etc., etc. And that's fair. If you some of these sims are very expensive to pay for on a monthly basis. And whatever, listen, you're going to spend your money, you can have whatever kind of rules you want. But I'm just saying, if you want to run around as a furry in Second Life, you have to be more aware of where you can and can't go. Otherwise, you'll probably end up being banned or getting in trouble in a lot of places you go to because there's a stigma. A lot of people associate furries in general with the sex. I'm probably going to have to bleep that out. Anyway. But I think in general, Second Life already has sort of a bad image because of like past things. I'm not going to get into all that. Just having to bleep a lot of that stuff out is why I have not done like the history of Second Life because Second Life has really gone through some things. I'm really amazed it's still here because of some of the trouble that's been in it in the past. But that doesn't have anything to do with furries. Like the bad history in Second Life has nothing to do with the furry community. But I'm just saying, in general, Second Life already has sort of a bad stigma, and it's already one of those places where people think you go to do all the weird, dirty things you can't do in your real life. And while being a furry might be one of the weird things, it's not exactly one of those like adult nature things. When I say adult nature, I really mean just like I'll put it on the screen. And but I guess, there's just it's always going to be like that because people think you go to Second Life to do those types of things even if you're not, because personally, I don't really date in Second Life. I've dated in the past, but it's just not something that I'm honestly interested in right now. I might have a character and that character might date, but that's my character. That is not me. Like, I hope that makes sense. Because I do role play. Well, I used to role play a lot heavier than I do now, but I have role played, and that character might hook up with X, Y, and Z, or they might date X, Y, and Z. But me, myself, whenever I go somewhere to hang out outside of those characters, I'm not interested in any of that. All of that stuff stays in character, and being that person out of character might just be friends, or we might barely know each other, and we just role play together. And then even that, like role playing that stuff, doesn't exactly have to be like us hooking up or even doing anything like that. It could just be the more innocent stuff. You know what I mean? It's just in general, I think it's a problem with Second Life. A lot of people think you're going there just to hook up or just to be intimate or just to date. And there's so much more going on than that, which is why I think furries really get a bad rep. And I don't even consider myself to be like a furry, even though I do have the avatars for it. But furries are usually a lot more like they mostly only have furry avatars. They really don't have any like meshed human avatars. And another thing I want to say is the furries probably really know what they're doing when it comes to their bodies because if you go to the marketplace, a lot of the furry avatars are not as expensive as the human ones. You can get probably 4 or 5 furry avatars for what you can get for a mesh body. And then a lot of it comes with everything. It's not just the body or just the heads or just the feet or just the hands. It'll have everything you need usually. You might have to get add-ons for like skin or any kind of special decal or whatever. But it's not like it is with the human bodies and it's not as expensive. Because the heads can be just as expensive as the bodies when it comes to human forms. And it really adds up. But the furry avatars are not like that. They're actually pretty inexpensive. It's impressive, to be really honest. And I just think that there's just a bad rep all around when it comes to furries. A lot of assumptions are always made, just like with Second Life in general. But I think even within Second Life, the furries still get kind of a bad rep. And it's just because of a lot of assumptions are made. But again, I'm not like deep in the furry community like that for me to be speaking on their behalf. These are just my thoughts and feelings and some things that I've noticed. I've been in Second Life for probably over 10 years. I don't know the specific number. How I first used, I don't even remember what it was named, to be honest. I don't really have like a lot of my old accounts because of reasons that I'm not going to talk about. And no, those reasons will not be in a future story time. I just prefer not to talk about them. Anyway. But yeah, those are just my thoughts and opinions. And I thought it would just be fun to do a thoughts from the couch video. And I do know, I see words are just not working for me right now. Anyway, I do notice we are outside, obviously, but the inside of my house, I need to redecorate again. I know. I'm still in the very same house. Like, I've not moved anywhere. It's the same one. I just want to redo how my kitchen and my living rooms look. Where the kitchen used to be, I want to make that into the living room, and then I want to make a kitchen room in the next room over. But if I do that, it'll be a different kitchen set than my BU set. So I don't really know how I'm going to continue that series, but I want to use this Dust Bunny kitchen set that I have, and they have individual stoves now, but for BU, it's like $3,000 for the stove and then $3,000 for the dishwasher, And I think the individual fridge is pretty expensive too. So I'm really not spending like 9,000 for a BU kitchen set or like an unofficial one. I just, and I know the regular kitchen sets are not going to fit in that small space. But you know, that's not even what this video is about. Sorry. Anyway, I know this was pretty short, but those are just my thoughts and opinions and feelings. And let me know how you feel in the comment section below. Are you a furry? Are you not a furry? Do you think it's weird? Do you think it's not weird? I want all the opinions, all the thoughts. Let's have a conversation about it. If you're not subscribed, listen, no pressure, but there's a subscription button there. It'd be super dope if you subscribed. There's also a like button and a bell notification button, just pointing out all the things. If you would like to see more content from me, you know, that subscription button is very nice. Just saying. You can come and hang out with me. We can be homies. You can see more dope content. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me. It has been fun. Also, as always, let me know what kind of content you want to see down below in the comment section below, because I like ideas. I'm also really thinking about finally sharing my in-world username after I clean up my account a little bit. And maybe we can hang out in world. Let me know if that's something you all would be down for. I'm also considering doing a giveaway once I reach 200 subscribers on YouTube. So, but I'm not going to give any official details yet about that until I sit down and figure out what I want to do. Anyway, bye-bye everyone.